activities. You're going to hear from a few people that have taken advantage of summer activities. But this is the time of year to start thinking about it. So our goal from this assembly is for you to hear about different programs that are out there, some personal experiences that students have had as you start planning your summers. Quick show of hand before I turn it over to the students to talk about their experiences. How many people have participated in a summer experience? So that could be on college campus, it could be like in Bucks Rock, it could be going away to camp, going to other activities. So only a few. Okay, how many people are planning or thinking about something for this summer? Perfect. Grace, I'm going to put you on the spot. What are you thinking about doing?
I'm going to UConn.
And what will you do at UConn?
I'm taking a course on kinesiology.
Awesome. Julia, did I see your hand up? No? You're just waving. Hello? Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. So, with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over, let the students talk about what they did, why they liked the experience, and what they got out of it, and maybe why you would think about doing that similar experience. Go right down the line.
I'm Alvin. I did two kind of different summer experiences. I did a couple times at a music camp and a couple times at a technology camp called Dynatek. The music camp I did not like, but Dynatek was considerably more fun. Basically it was at Stanford. It was 2 weeks long, and every morning you would have classes. I did game design, so it was like 3D modeling and creating levels and stuff. So every morning you had classes, and that lasted pretty much all day. And then in the evening they would always have an activity that was not like other camp activities. They were actually pretty fun. It was usually either watching a movie or like we had a bunch of tournaments going on, which were pretty fun, so you could like root for people. And yeah, the people there were really nice. I'm still in touch with a couple of them like 3 years later, so it was definitely a really helpful experience with like learning technology and stuff.
Alan, wait, before you turn it over, where was the Dynatek?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was in Stanford. So
was it on college campus? Or?
Yeah, it was on the Stanford campus. You like stay in the dorms, and the classes are in like Stanford classrooms.
I did the same program at Yale and Vassar colleges. I did computer programming at Yale, and I did another year at Yale with 3D modeling, and then I went to Vassar and did video game programming. And you know, it just teaches you what living in a dorm is like, stuff like that. The parts that Alvin didn't talk about, it teaches you that you have to wake up yourself, get ready yourself, go to get food yourself, get breakfast, and you have to be able to live on your own in a dorm, pretty much. And then you have to be responsible for your own classwork, your own like projects and stuff, and it's up to you. It's like, it kind of simulates basic college classes and what you need to do. And I'm pretty sure they're in every state and a bunch of universities. I'm pretty sure there's like one at WestCon. So it's a pretty cool thing to experience. It gets you ready for college, shows you what living in dorm apartments are like. So.
And next, for Dynatek, are there different focuses?
There's 3 different ones. There's the regular programming camp that I don't think either of us did, but then they have the 2 academies. One focuses in computer programming, and the other focuses in game design and game creation.
Awesome.
So I've done 2 different summer programs. One was called Camp Chateauguay. It's a traditional sleepaway camp in the Adirondacks, and that was, I've been doing that for years. Nadia has also done it, so she can talk more about that. And with that, you're basically living in cabins for 3 to 7 weeks of the summer, and you're staying with your friends, you have counselors, you're doing activities. Like, I did windsurfing and photography. I helped teach those as a CIT. And then the other program that I did was a 17-day backpacking trip in Colorado with the Deer Hill Expeditions, and that was, I mean, much different from regular summer camp. It was really fun, it was challenging, and you get to meet people from different parts of this country. Really, there wasn't anyone from like other countries, but you get to spend that amount of time with them struggling to like climb mountains, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so as Claire said, that I have gone to Camp Chateauguay and done the programs there, so I was the CIT with her. And I worked in tennis and swimming, so teaching younger kids how to do different activities. I want to be a teacher, so that was a good experience for me. This last summer, I did a program biking with Silver Lake, and we biked across Connecticut. So we started in Mystic, which is in the southeast corner of Connecticut, and then we came up through here, right past here, up into Sharon, which is in like the northwest corner. And then this summer I'll be doing a program called Teen Treks, which is another bike trip, and we'll be going farther, New York City to Montreal in Canada. And then I am also applying for a marine science program at a Woods Hole Aquarium in Cape Cod, because I also am looking into marine science, and I'll be working with different animals and cleaning up the tanks and stuff. It really depends on what you're interested in. If you like to bike, then the programs I did are really good choices. And if you're like working with kids, counselor training, or actually a counselor if you can, if you're old enough, are really good choices for you.
Hey, so I'm Lars. This summer I did a program out of, in collaboration with UConn and Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute off of UConn's Avery Point campus. It's called Project Oceanology. Basically it was a 1-week intensive where we did a lot of marine science related work, where we took a research vessel out into the Sound and up a couple of rivers and also out onto the ocean. We took lots of water samples, tested quality, and also, you know, everyone's favorite, I think a few of you might have done an old program where you go on a trawling boat and you dredge up a whole bunch of animals out of the bottom of the Sound. I did that when I was a freshman, I think. That was awesome. We did something very similar. It was good fun. We all lived in a dorm. We, a little bit like, I forget actually, was that Max? Yeah, you kind of get to live on yourself, by yourself, with you know, a couple of roommates you get assigned with. It was a good time. We did lots of science, fun things.
All right, so over the years, I've done a lot of camps with Silver Lake. I've been a camper and a counselor, and that's just kind of another like classic summer camp. If you're looking for just for a week, new friends, new activities, it's pretty basic, not that far, so it's not that scary. But this last summer, I did something much more adventurous. I went on an Outward Bound trip. So Outward Bound is a nationwide program for basically just outdoor adventures. Trips range from 8 days to 32 days. I did a 16-day one. I flew out to Utah by myself, checked into a hotel by myself, and then met 16 other people and 4 counselors that I had never met before, and went down a river with them for 16 days. And it was, I know this sounds cheesy, it was the best 16 days of my life. It was one, crazy fun, because for 4 days straight we went through 40 rapids of class 3 or higher. So if you know anything about rapids, that's insane. So that was really amazing. And it was just the coolest thing. Every night we just slept out under the stars on the sand. We actually did a night float one day, so we slept on the rafts, flipped upside down, and just floated down the river all night, so that was pretty cool. I made a lot of new friends. I learned so much about myself, about how to live, because we have to cook our meals. Once you are 14, they say, okay, counselors don't cook for you, so you have a list of ingredients, no recipe, and they say make dinner. If you burn it, we run out of food and won't eat on our last day. So that was intimidating, but you kind of figure it out as you go. It was terrifying, but absolutely the best thing I've ever done. And you don't have to go out to Utah. There are ones all over the place. Mine was rafting and kayaking, but there's hiking ones, there's sailing ones, there's all sorts of different programs. And it's amazing, and I highly, highly, highly suggest it. That's all I have to say.
So, special thanks to all of them. Let's give them a round of applause. Volunteer that twisted their arms yesterday, so I really appreciate your time. Thank you all. Hopefully you heard a couple different experiences. I think the main point that I want you to hear is that summer experiences can be fun. They can, for me as a counselor and the counselors here, they can help you understand something about yourself that you may like or not like. I know for my son, when he was in high school, he did Project O that Lars did, and at that point he was thinking he was going to do marine biology. He really enjoyed the experience, but after doing it, realized that he did not want to do marine biology in college, right? So that's a good experience to find out, do I like this enough to maybe pursue it or not? And then the other thing that, for us is it's a resume builder. All right, so fun, learn some things about yourself, and you build a resume. In this competitive environment that many of you are going to compete in, trying to set yourself apart in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through part-time employment, whether it's working at the summer camps here, taking an ASAP class, or doing some of the experiences that you just heard about that are outside of our community, can build your resume when you're competing for college, because they are looking at you and what you've done while you're in high school. So this is one of the ways to expand that. If any of the things that you heard about, I'm sure each of the students, I'm going to put you on the spot again, would you guys be willing to talk to if anyone came up to you? Okay, great. And other experiences that are out there, Mr. McManus, big show, hand. Mr. McManus has a bin in his office for all the mailings of summer programs that we get, and also on Naviance. Some of you may remember going on Naviance or not, but Mr. McManus can help you get back onto Naviance. They have a huge listing of different summer experiences. All different ranges, anything you could think of. Like getting ready for today, I looked up ballooning. You do that, space camp, right? Whatever you're interested in, you could go for summer experiences. When I was much younger, I was a grad assistant at UConn, and one of my jobs in the summer was to help run the UConn swim camp. We would have students come on campus for a week. So our athletes, sometimes at Chappaqua, go away to different camps over the summer. So if you're interested in a sports camp, that's another angle. All right. Any questions for me or for the panelists? All right, as always, you guys were a great audience. I appreciate your politeness and respect. We are done for today. Go back to your